A view like this is why so many own a vacation home in South Florida.
I'm Stephen G., the founder and owner of Interiors by Stephen G., based in Pompano Beach, Florida. We have just celebrated our 34th anniversary as Interiors by Stephen G. And, you know, it's been an exciting year. We are doing projects all over the country, and we continue to grow as a force in the design industry.
The views are amazing, and the inside is tailor-made for Stephen G's clients who love to entertain. South Florida is color, texture, lifestyle. It's a vibrant collage of different cultures blended in different ways. This collage is where I work. I'm home decor expert Martin Amado. Let me help you design your lifestyle. Join me as we experience SoFlo Home Project. Welcome to SoFlo Home Project. When you buy a home pre-construction, the possibilities are endless. Founder and principal designer behind Interiors by Stephen G., Mr. Stephen G. himself, took a 10,000 square foot floor plan and converted it into his client's vacation dream home in South Florida inside the mansions at Aqualina. The name says it all, right? This private residence takes up an entire floor, and the views from each room are absolutely breathtaking. The mansions at Aqualina is the epitome of upscale beachfront living. This luxurious condo has 10,000 square feet. It has 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and much, much more. Stephen, welcome back to SoFlo Home Project.
Nice to be here again.
You can tell I had to dress up for the occasion. we're talking about a mansion in the sky here.
It's definitely a mansion, there's no question.
So let's talk about the experience that you create upon first impression, which is the foyer. As soon as the elevator doors open, you created this beautiful entrance there that I think, again, is a prelude as to what you're going to see as soon as you open those 2 double doors.
Entrance or first impression is always critical. It's almost like the icing on the cake. Mm-hmm. We always play up a foyer entrance. We always play up a powder room and try to make a powder room different than you'd ever see. Why? When you entertain everybody, but everybody that walks into the apartment at some point goes to the powder room. So we call those the jewelry spots. You know, where you gotta be creative, you gotta be different, that little touch of a wow.
From the foyer, we head into the main living space, which is large enough to hold any gathering. This spectacular room comes with spectacular ocean views. So one of the biggest requirements that your clients told you about is that they love to entertain, they have a large family, so they want a space that really meets those needs.
Comfortable. Mm-hmm. You know, the reason we've done 2 separate seating areas here is because the room is so big that if you would do a huge sectional, it would look more like a commercial space than a home. Right. So the dual spaces give you a real homey environment. And when you look at the floor being a beautiful, sort of a creamy beige marble, mm-hmm. then you go to the woodwork, which is deeper, and the area rugs that are deeper. So you go light, dark, light, so that everything pops. At the end of the day, we loved what we did here with the cabinetry and the millwork and how it just flowed. From the minute you walk out of the elevator, it just flows.
I've noticed in some of your designs, the majority of them actually, that you do like to place the furniture on top of the area rug.
I do.
As opposed to just floating it in the center. Reason being?
What people don't realize about area rugs, they do 2 things. First thing is they eat up sound, as does upholstery. So you don't, if you had a lot of people sitting here, we're not bouncing off walls with sound. The rugs and the upholstery absorb the sound. And I believe that the bigger the rug, the bigger the space feels. And if the rug started here and ended here, your eye is starting there and ending there. I believe that the eye should go to the furthest point of your grouping and make it more important.
So this beautiful mansion is really grand luxury living at its finest. This is the great room when your clients are entertaining large gatherings, but they also need a place to sit around the table.
100%.
So it's not going to be just a little small table, right?
Can't be.
It has to go big or go home, right?
That's it.
Wait until you see it as soon as we come back. Coming up on SoFlo Home Project, when you have seating for 24, it can only mean there are some grand dinner parties in this home.
We're going to show you how we were able to help this family protect from a hurricane, as well as making their home a lot safer in case of an emergency on today's SoFlo Home Project.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. We said at the beginning this home was designed for entertaining, and of course this dining room is the perfect setting for those large gatherings. This family loves to host big gatherings, and for that they needed a large space for meals and cocktails. This spacious dining room lounge area delivers just that. The dining room table, I'm assuming it's custom made, correct?
Everything in the apartment is as custom as you really could think it could be.
Right.
The dining table is done in a polyurethane finish over an amazing veneer.
It's gorgeous.
And then you have the glass inserts just to keep it interesting rather than a solid table, but also to keep it lighter.
Shall we say seating for how many?
24.
Wow, 24 people around the table. That's amazing, Stephen. And of course, the space still looks very spacious.
Yeah, the views here and the natural light are really amazing. And we took every advantage of the ocean that we possibly could, because as they say in the world of real estate, location, location, location.
Absolutely. So what came first, the table and then the chairs, or in conjunction?
It's like the chicken and the egg. Yeah.
Because the chairs are equally as gorgeous.
Yeah, the chairs are from Italy. The fabrics, of course, were all imported. So you have to blend the two. You have to blend the veneer and the colors to blend with the floor and to blend, with the entire ambiance of the apartment.
So of course, instead of having just one chandelier with such a big table like this, you wanted to balance out the scale a bit better and create more of a drama.
That's an interesting story, because in conversation when we were designing, we played with the fact of having one huge fixture.
Got it.
But we felt it took away from the sky and part of the view. Sure. So to lighten it up, we went with 2 chandeliers so that we're not heavy and we're not taking away view, because they do drop down, substantially from the ceiling.
So of course, this family loves to entertain. Obviously, they have large family gatherings with a table of this size, 24. Right next to us is a gorgeous bar that, again, meets the needs of your clients and their lifestyle. We're going to check that out as soon as we see what Tacronata from Florida Home Improvement Associates has for us today.
The biggest concern for this family, and the number one reason why they decided to change out their windows, was going through Irma last year. They were really worried about their home, and they wanted to make sure going into this season they had better hurricane protection. They ultimately decided on a great product from Custom Window Systems that's going to provide them great hurricane protection. They also decided to go with a product that makes the home more energy efficient, so they'll start to save a lot of money on their energy bills. So when we're changing out this window, not only are we going to change it to make it more energy efficient and protect the home from a storm, but we also want to make sure the family's safe and have the necessary means to get out in case of an emergency. So we're going to change this window from a single hung style window, which opened from the bottom and gave them a little bit of clearance, to a sliding window. So if there is a case where they have to get out, they can slide the window open and have a lot of clearance to get out safely from the home. We talk a lot about the prep work necessary to ensure that the installation goes really well and the family's protected from any storms. But this is something that we run into every single day. This is what was removed from this opening and what was protecting the frame and attaching the frame to the house, and how it was installed with the nails and the piece of wood that was installed with the new wood buck system. And look how that's installed with this type of screw as opposed to what was in there currently just nailed in. We want to make sure that the whole entire installation works together to ensure the family's safety. So we're just putting the finishing touches on this installation. Everything went really well today. We were able to provide the homeowner with exactly what they were looking for. They wanted hurricane protection, and we were able to accomplish that with the impact glass that we ordered with Custom Window Systems. Also, energy efficiency was a concern, so we ordered it with the SolarMax technology, which will reflect all the heat away from the home and make the home a lot more comfortable. Another concern for us was making sure the family had an adequate way to get out in case there was an emergency. So we addressed that by putting in the 2-section sliding window, which gives them a lot of clearance to be able to get out in case of an emergency. So everything went really well. I know they're happy with how everything's been going so far. Back to you, Martin.
Thank you, Tat. So with the dining room right next to the bar area, of course, the scale was important. You couldn't just do a really small bar, right?
You have to be balanced, is the right word.
Right.
If you had a small bar, it's going to look out of place. If you had a bar that was too big, it's going to look out of place. In this case, because of entertaining being what it is for the family, we also did a television behind the bar. You sit there, you have a bite to eat at the bar, you have a drink, and it's casual and comfortable because the bar stools are swivel. So they continue to move as you do. Any man loves to be in an item that moves because it's a comfort, and so do the ladies of the house.
I also love the fact that even though it's considered a bar, like you said, it's really a multifunctional space for hanging out, because indeed, with such a large table and large gatherings, it can also turn into like a big buffet.
And I can guarantee you that part of the lifestyle here is buffet and help yourself and sit anywhere you want.
Right.
Because that takes you away from the formality and gives you more of a warm and family feel.
Right. If the bar looks this good, Steven, I can only imagine how the kitchen looks. Like a beautiful jewelry box.
It does.
And we're gonna show you that space as soon as we come back. Coming up next, we step into the gourmet kitchen, which was designed to prepare, of course, grand meals. The holidays are a great time of the year to give your home a new look, getting it ready for the entertaining season, and of course the new year going into 2019. And who better than Melissa, who is the Public Relations Coordinator at Eldorado Furniture, to share with us some great tips and ideas on how to do that. Melissa, welcome to SoFlo Home Project.
Thank you very much. It's such a pleasure to be here with you.
Melissa, what do you have for us today?
So as we all know, 2018 is almost done, so it's time to freshen up the home with some new looks. So today we're going to show some different styles, different ideas of how we can add that special touch to any setting of the household.
I love it. Lots of inspiration here today. Let's go shopping.
Absolutely, let's go. So Martin, this is our gallery showroom here at Eldorado Furniture. As you can see, a lot of the pieces scream glitz and glams. I personally love it. I'm sure any other woman would too. See, a lot of these pieces have a special feature such as a studded accent or a special shine or a diamond. It really adds that wow factor to any piece.
Yeah, that wow factor. So you can change out a floor lamp, a table lamp, maybe even add some candle holders, which you have, you know, they're gorgeous, by the way. So this is called gallery. Again, more elegant, more Hollywood glam, like you were saying before, but you have many more styles to choose from, correct?
Oh, absolutely. We have a style here for absolutely anyone.
Which is what I love about Eldorado. So let's go check out some more.
Let's do it. The gallery look had more of that glitz and glam vibe, but this is our live showroom, which is more of a contemporary and modern look with our pieces. As you saw, some of our beds, the headboards have special features such as LED lights. A lot of our sofas here as well have special features such as motion. So it's definitely something different and modern and something great you could add at home.
USB ports, and by the way, I love the dining table in the entrance with all the gears, and it actually, you know, extends.
Definitely cool, definitely cool.
So they really are, you were saying, statement pieces for your home.
Absolutely, you could add it anywhere and it really adds something different for that area.
I love that chair behind me, by the way.
Yes.
But we have a lot more to see. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Now, if you're looking for new furniture, definitely a comfortable recliner, this is the showroom, right?
Yes, this is our leather showroom. As you can see, we have so many options, different colors, different sizes, depending on whatever space you have at home. You'll definitely find something that'll definitely fit perfectly there.
I love it, but it really is a lot more than what you see right here.
Absolutely. My favorite part about these are the power activation that it has.
That is so cool.
It's comfort at your fingertips, like I like to say.
Melissa, honestly, recliners have come a long way, so you get that sleek, modern look, but at the same time, you get the comfort.
They sure do. You customize your comfort, absolutely. It works great for family settings. Everybody can be happy at home.
It's almost like being at the movies in your own home, right?
Oh yes, fun time for everyone.
Love it. And I love the smell too, by the way.
Oh, I love the smell of leather as well.
Okay, Melissa, let there be light.
Yes, the perfect background for us.
These are beautiful.
So as you saw in our first showroom gallery, we did have the traditional table lamps, but we also have a gorgeous selection of ceiling lamps. As you can see, I have a few favorites here. And I also would like to mention that we do have payment plans ranging from 6 to 36 months, which is great, and it could definitely be manageable for any customer that walks in.
So you really make it easy for the customer.
Of course, want it to be happy as always.
So definitely, if you're looking to give your home a brand new look for 2019, Eldorado is a place to come to, right?
Absolutely, you can never go wrong here.
Happy holidays.
Thank you, you too.
And I'll be back soon. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. We've been touring a private residence located inside the mansions at Aqualina, designed by Interiors by Stephen G. And of course, Stephen G is the principal behind the design firm, where it all began. So we already saw the more public spaces, if you will, more the great room for large family gatherings and entertaining purposes. Now on this side of the home, Stephen, it feels a bit more private. Right next to the dining room and bar area, we find the heart of the home. This beautiful kitchen comes equipped with everything you need to prepare a meal of any size.
We have an 8-burner gas stove. We have a pot filler. We have an amazing island, you know, substantial in size. We have the Miele ovens and the warming trays. So this is really a private home kitchen not normally found in a luxury condominium.
Right.
The beauty here of this back end of the unit, as I would call it, is living in a private home. Everybody's used to the family room right off the kitchen. So not only do we have a very cozy family room and a dual-sided fireplace, but we have an office in back. The interesting thing is that every room closes off if you want the privacy.
So talk to me about your design decisions behind this space as opposed to the other areas where we're seeing more of a warmth with the millwork, the darker wood tones. Here, pretty much it's just beautiful white.
I believe that in any taste level, a white kitchen just is beautiful, and it could be set in any tone that you want it to be. This could be a traditional furniture setting and your white kitchen still looks great.
Right.
It's clean and it's fresh.
Next on SoFlo Home Project, we tour the private quarters of this residence where the views take center stage. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. Now, you were saying earlier today that this is a winter home for your clients, correct?
Yes, it is.
So we saw the main spaces that are very grand, perfect for gathering and entertaining purposes, but of course at the end of the day, they deserve and need a beautiful, luxurious master suite to relax.
Agreed.
The master suite is the best space to relax in after the guests have gone home. This corner room has everything you need, including a multi-million-dollar view.
The entire master suite, as I call it, the bedroom, the bathrooms, the closets, the sitting area, is away from the rest of the apartment. So if you had a house full and all the other bedrooms were filled with family and friends and grandchildren and children, the owners have their place of comfort. They're not hearing the kids, they're not seeing anybody, they are totally sort of an escape. The greatest concept about the apartment as it relates to the master is that we are a total wraparound, dead east exposure and northeast, which allows us to see such an amazing part of the ocean here. And there is only one place for the bed because you want to face and embrace that day and night. The master suite is designed with almost a cabinet that divides the bed from the chaise lounges. But because the room wraps with glass all the way around, it was the best place for the television. So that cabinet has a pop-up 70-inch television inside.
You're layering the light sources just like you do the furnishings and the textures and all the finishes in a space.
This is for sure a signature of Interiors by Stephen G because we believe so firmly that lighting is the key to success. The worst thing that could ever happen for somebody's home, condominium, is to have poor lighting. Today, the world, I don't believe, can really exist from the average table lamp or floor lamp and get a wow factor, and B, a comfort level that you're not in a dark space.
And again, with the master bath, you kept everything very classic, very timeless with white marble.
Neutral,
right.
and timeless is the right word. You could look at the master bath, and 10 years from now, that master bath is still timeless.
So this project took about 3.5 years to complete. You began with a floor plan, and now you have this beautiful living space that's a reflection of your clients. How does that make you feel?
We're never concerned about the finished product. We know we deliver great. Our key is to see the smiles on the faces of the clients when they walk in. 80 to 85% of our business is happy clients referring a friend, another family member, or we are now on one family. We are now on the 12th project in the last 34 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Stephen.
Thank
you
you
again for allowing us to take this beautiful tour of your work.
My pleasure.
Here on
My
SoFlo
pleasure.
Home Project. And to all the viewers, we thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next weekend right here on SoFlo Home Project. If you missed any part of this home tour or you're looking for more design inspiration, check out previous episodes online at SoFloHomeProject.com. There you can also submit your own design disaster that needs my help. You never know, soon I could be knocking on your front door. Next week on SoFlo Home Project, we celebrate the holidays the way they did in Florida back in 1903. Interior designer Alfredo Brito brings that magical time to life at the historic Deering Estate.